Hello my fellow gardening gals and guys, welcome back to my channel, Serenity Now Garden. My name's Jeannie and I garden here in central Minnesota in a zone 4B. So today I'm going to be showing you some fall planted bulbs that we're going to do now. We're just in the end of October and these will bloom in spring. So I have some really exciting new bulbs. I have some Allium varieties that I've never planted before, I've never even seen before, that I'll share with you. And I have some really gorgeous combinations too of some tulips and some hyacinth that I'll show you. So all these bulbs that I'm going to be showing you today I got from two different places and I'm not sponsored. I got these from Menards. You can get them at menards.com or it's just a big box store here in the Midwest. And then I also ordered some from vanengelen.com. So all the pictures I'll be showing you today are from those two websites. I order from vanengelen.com almost every year. They have excellent customer service. They have a really good selection and you can also buy in bulk to save a little bit of money that way. So I've been really happy with their website altogether. Okay, so the first thing I want to show you is this garden auger that I got at Menards for only $10. So this is a Yardworks garden auger. It is 24 inches. I use this every year. It's really easy, just connects to any drill. And the only time you have to go kind of slow is when you're around a bunch of roots in the soil. But other than that, it makes the bulb planting just go really, really fast. So I highly recommend getting one of those. And another thing I do whenever I plant bulbs that I just wanted to mention is I just throw a handful of bone meal in each hole. I'm not sure how much of a difference it makes. I do it every year just for the nutrients that bulbs like, but so far so good. So the first set of bulbs that I wanted to show you is this combination that I got from Menards. These are 15 tulips and muscari, so it is a blue and white buddy blend. And I will put some stats on the screen for you so you could see. Unfortunately, I don't have any footage of any of these yet. I will in the spring, but I will show you exactly where I'm going to be planting these too. So if I ever plant tulips, I only plant these in containers near my house because they're not rodent or squirrel resistant. And I do spray these with a little bit of liquid fence, just so you know. But look at this combination. It is just so gorgeous. The white with the purple. The muscari is also called grape hyacinth. So when I saw that combination, I just thought it was gorgeous. I'll show you where I'm going to be planting these. This is going to be in a large planter near my front porch. Right now I have some dried flowers in it for fall. So what I'll be doing is I will just put these in my garage for the winter. I don't have a heated garage, so they need to go through a cold period in order to bloom. And I will be planting these in very late winter, very early spring in the container. So as you can see, the dried flowers that I have in that container, I will be taking out, and I'll probably leave those birch branches in because I think it would look really good with some height there as like a thriller. And in the spring here, there's not a whole lot that could withstand the cold temperatures besides bulbs. So I'll probably leave that in there till I do my summer containers. So that's where I'll be planting those. I'm really excited about that. So here are two more varieties that I got at Menards. I got tulips and also hyacinth. So these are 15 Triumph tulips. They are Negrita. So these are tall purple. And I will also be planting these in combination with these hyacinth. When I saw the last combo that I just showed you, I just thought it would be really pretty just to mix the two. So the hyacinths that I'm going to be planting are Jane Bose. So these are gorgeous. There's 8 in this container and they're just really pretty, just hot pink, and I think it would look really good with the purple color. So I'm going to be putting these also in a big planter that I have in the spring. Let me show you what it looks like right now. It's just fall planted, so I can't do anything yet with it. It will be in my garage for the winter, or I might also be putting some spruce tips in it for the winter. And then I'll bring it back out in the spring, and I think these would look really good in there because the tulips get pretty tall. So I think that'll work out good. So those were all my bulbs from Menards. Now I'm going to be showing you all the bulbs I got at vanengelen.com. So the first one here is very unique. These are daffodils, but they're called white petticoat. So as you can see in the picture, they're really cool looking. They have a hoop appearance, and there's a small star-shaped petals on the back of the hoop. I think that looks really cool. So these get 6 to 8 inches tall. These naturalize, so they will spread, and they are resistant to rodents, deer, and rabbits. So that's always a plus. So let me show you where I'm going to be planting these. I'm going to be planting these just in around my Japanese lilac tree up front. So the Japanese lilac blooms late spring, and these bloom early spring. So I think that would be really good just to bring in a little bit of color, even if it's just white, really early in the season. So I think that is a really good spot for it. And I'll show you that in the spring. So the next one I'm going to be showing you here, these are called Fritillaria Melagris alba. So these are fritillarias that are white. They're really pretty. Let me show you some pictures here. So these go by a few other names. There's the guinea flower, the checkered lily, or the snake's head fritillary. So as you can see, there's really pretty white bell blooms, 8 inches tall. They have grass-like foliage. They are zone 3 through 8, and they are resistant to rodents, rabbit, and deer, so that's really good. So I'm really excited about that. Let me show you where I'm going to be planting these. I'm going to be planting these just in front of my crab apples. I really hope they do well. Since they just get 6 to 8 inches tall, I think this is the perfect area for them, more towards the front of the border. The only thing is that crab apples tend to have some shallow roots, so we'll see how that goes if they get enough water. So I think that's a good spot for them, and I can't wait to show you those in the spring. So on to the next. So I have a couple more varieties of alliums to show you that I got from Van Engelen. Not this year, but a couple years ago, I got my all-time favorite alliums I've ever planted ever, which are Globemaster alliums. So those are really pretty. Let me show you a clip of them in full bloom last year. So Globemasters are the largest of the alliums. The bulbs get about 8 to 10 inches across. They're about 3 to 4 feet tall. And they are good through zone 5, so I've just been really happy with those. The only downside is that they're quite expensive. I think I got 5 total, and they all reproduced, so I'm just going to stick with those. I am in zone 4B, and so far they've always come back, even though they only go to zone 5, so fingers crossed that I won't have an issue with those in the future. So I wanted to show you those though, because they are my all-time favorite. So if you're looking for something that really wows, that's a real eye catcher, I would highly recommend Globemaster Allium. So another allium that I got from vanengelen.com is Atlas alliums. So let me show you a picture here. So Allium Atlas is a hybrid of Christophii. They get about 8 inches across for the globe, blooms May and June, 24 to 30 inches tall, zone 4 through 8. So I really like my purple sensation alliums that I had last year, so I was looking for something that was kind of similar. So I will be planting these. I'll show you a little clip here. A new side of the garden bed that I just added. Doesn't have any bulbs planted here. And there are Globemaster and Purple Sensation alliums planted on the other side of the crab apples. So it needs something here for the late spring. So I thought these Atlas alliums would be perfect right there. This year I'm going to be planting these in groupings instead of like one here, one there, spaced out. I think when you plant these in groupings, it's just really, really pretty, and it really catches your eye a lot more. So I'm excited about that. And last but not least, this is the one I'm the most excited about this year. This is Allium Ostara. So check out what these look like. So these alliums get 4 to 6 inches across for the globe, 16 inches tall, long-lasting glossy blue-green foliage. And these are a shorter variety, so I'll be planting them in the front of the border. I might put a few by my Japanese lilac, but I think for the most part I'm going to be putting them in the front of this front garden bed here, just in front of the Silvermount Artemisia. So I'll kind of be putting them in groups of 3 spaced out. So I'm really excited about all of that. So those are all the bulbs I'm going to be planting this year. I'm really excited. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up so I know, and consider subscribing to my channel. Thanks guys, happy gardening.